Shalom, Yashar'el, shalom. I hope that everybody's having a good day, wonderful day. For me, this day is kind of saddening. Well, not kind of, it is saddening. Because it continues to hurt to see how lost our people are. To see how much of the truth they do not want. They love the lies. They love being outside of their culture. They love to dwell in the lost connection of the tribes of Yashar'el and the Father. They so much love it and deny who they are that they would rather take any form of witchcraft that came out of Africa to deny who they are, to deny their history given unto them in Scripture. They want to blame everything on race. Because these people that don't know how to teach you the truth, because the truth is not given unto them, they accept it as a racist book. They accept it as a white man's book. Most of them haven't read it themselves. Most of them haven't sought the understanding of it. But the comfort in being unrighteous is a painful thing to see. And how, because they don't want to read it, they allow people to continue to misguide them. They allow for them to tell them, we don't want you to read your history. We don't want you to read how to correct your life. We don't want you to read how to separate yourself from us. What we need you to do is accept who we made you out to be. Accept the traditions that we gave you, because you're no different from us. You're the same as us. Although we're giving you your history, we're not going to tell you that. We're going to tell you that your history, the very important part that you need to know, is done away with. Don't read into that. Accept what we give you. Accept that all you need to do is accept the one that is truly here for you. We want you to accept him the way we desire you to accept him, not the way the Father has designed it for you to accept him. He tells us to come back to the ways of the Father, the instructions that he gave Moshe for us to walk in righteousness. He even told us, think not that I came to destroy these very instructions. I came to fulfill what the prophet said of me, that I will come and give you freedom. All you have to do is accept me and know that I came and answered the will of the Father. In that, come back to the instructions of the Father. When you come back to the instructions of the Father, know that I am here with you. I will speak for you to my Father. Accept me because I died so that you can come back to the very instructions that he gave you to walk in righteousness. Accept that I came and died for you because you had no way back to the Father. I came and gave you a way back. And in that way back, walk in the instructions the Father gave you. Don't deny what I did for you, because if you deny me, I would deny you before my Father. But if you accept me, accept what I have done for you, accept me as the living example of walking and fulfilling the instructions, the very instructions that you can fulfill yourself. He told the Pharisees, if you don't believe in the writings of Moshe, how will you believe my words? To this day, they tell you that the instructions are done away with. They're telling you that the words that Moshe wrote is done away with, for you to follow their traditions. That's why you're still celebrating Christmas that is not found in the words of Moshe. That's why it's easy for you to follow these other traditions of man. And all they have to do is say, you're doing this for baby Jesus. You're doing this for some verse that they're going to give you in instructions. But yet they won't give you this feast days. The very thing that he said, walk in and do forever, your seed and his seed. I even made it easier for you by giving you my son, so that you don't have to sacrifice any more animals, the blood of innocent animals. I gave you my son. He died and rose for you to come back home, and you still deny me. You still deny the Father. But you want peace. Peace is given to you in the writings of Moshe. He constantly tells you and instructs you in the words of Moshe, and you still deny it to this day. You allow these serpents and these brands to let you be fooled, just like he did to Eve. And you go around recruiting others to be fooled just the same way, because you won't read the Torah. You won't accept who you are. He told the Talmudine in Matthew 10, he sent them out after they walked with him, converted back to the ways of Moshe. He taught them the ways of the Most High in the writings of Moshe. When they had that, he gave them power to raise the dead, to heal the sick. And what did he tell them to do? He said, go out to the lost sheep of Yashar'el, not the world. Because he didn't tell them to go out to the world until after his death and resurrection that gave the children life again. But he told them to go out to the lost sheep of Yashar'el. Be wise like serpents. Be thoughtful, mindful. Discern those who want the truth and who don't. Don't waste your time with people who don't want it. Dust off your feet. Don't let your peace leave you in a place that doesn't want it. And a lot of these places that does not want it is these congregations that are still leading you in lies. Come back to the truth. Read it. You cannot walk what's in the renewed covenant without the original covenant. He shows us how to walk in life, how to treat one another. He showed us what will happen when you don't. The Messiah told you the very things that will happen when you don't walk in his truth. Why? There will not be peace, but he will come with a sword. Why is he coming with a sword? Because he's correcting the people from walking in traditions over walking in the ways of the Most High. The instructions of Moshe. These people want you to believe that God changed. God did not change. The people changed. They turned their back on him. He didn't turn his back on the children. They turned their back on him, which caused him to discipline them. They turned their back on him so much that he wiped his hands of them. And told the prophets prior to, the only way the children can come back is if I send my son to redeem them. I send my son to redeem them. And when he redeemed them, they still must walk in my instructions. Not in the traditions of man. People are walking in traditions of man and don't even realize it. Oh, I'm just New Testament only. You can't walk the New Testament without walking the Old first. That's what makes the New Testament run lively. You have to walk in his instructions. That's how you know what righteousness is. You cannot walk outside of his instructions and say that you're righteous. What makes you righteous? What tells you what sin is? The instructions of the Most High tells you what sin is. Without it, you don't know what sin is. People will tell you just look at the New Testament because they see homosexuality, covetousness, all this, the 7 big major sins. They always stay focused on that. Where did it come from? The instructions. You cannot resist it if you're not walking in the instructions. You cannot defeat it unless you're walking in instructions. If the instructions is in the forefront of your mind, the devil cannot dwell there. He cannot dwell there because the instructions of the Most High, what was written with Moses, is right here. If you pick it up and read daily, not once in a lifetime, not once in a while, not once on these traditional holidays of man, daily. That's the only way you can get it down. You have to read it daily. You can't just read what's in the back of the book, because the back of the book is not going to tell you how the Messiah walked. They said he walked without sin. You have to go to the front of the book to determine what sin is, to know how did he walk perfectly by the instruction of the Most High. You can't be blinded by these people that just only look at what's in the back of the book. He walked perfectly. Yes, he did. How did he walk perfectly? How can I walk perfectly like he said? Walk perfectly like him and his Father. In order to do it, you have to go to the front of the book. You have to. You can't deny it. Those who don't want it will deny it and tell you we're only in the back of the book. We're only New Testament only. You don't need to worry about the front of the book. and wondering why you're still going through these generational curses. Wondering why your children are acting a fool. Wondering why your relationships is trash. Wondering why the congregations that you go to is not fulfilling the law. Why do they turn on you every time you have a problem and only come to you when you rise up? Why are they not telling you the truth? It is sad. It's breaking my heart to see how much the children don't want their true culture. They want to maintain the slave mentality. They don't want to get off their butts. They want everything to be given unto them without knowing how to walk with it. It's saddening. My heart hurts with this stuff. To see it come from family who hates you more than anything else. The church who hates you because you decided to listen to what the book said and do it. The Messiah said, if you love me, you would do the will of my Father. If the will of his Father is the instructions that's left in what Moshe wrote, how can you go wrong? You want things to go right in your life, but you put everything before the Father. You put everything before the Messiah. You will put the church before the Messiah. You put the pastor before the Messiah. And he said, if you put anything but before me, you don't love me. But you will have all these people saying that they love him, but reject the instructions of Moshe. In turn, you're rejecting his word. Oh, my heart hurts because our people don't want their true culture. They don't want to return. They don't want to be separated from the heathens, from the Gentiles, the separatists. They don't want to be separated from them. They love the trash that is given unto them because they get free handouts when the Democratic Party is in. And I ain't trying to make this a political thing. The government hates you. Oh my goodness. Abba, Yah, lift the children up to you, Abba, Yah. Let them see your truth. Let them feel the presence of your Ruach. But I know not everybody's going to listen to this. I know that a lot of things will be rejected in this. It's okay. I got it off my chest. It's okay. I'm going to go back and read. Continue my study. Post videos when the Most High leads me. Hopefully, a seed has been laid for you to receive and to start moving towards the acts and do what is written in Moshe. If you want to increase hearing the word, you have to read the word and then listen. Let the word help you develop your relationship with the Most High and the Messiah. Then the secrets of heaven can be taught to you so that you can lead your children in the right direction. Lead them truly in the way that they should go. Separate yourself from the world be in the world, but not of the world. In order to be in the world, walk in the instructions of the Most High, and look at how much He changed your life and give you exactly what you seek and what you need for Him to give you the desires of your heart. But you have to be patient. You have to let Him build you back up. Remove the filth from you. We all have to go through it for Him to make you ready for the things that you desire, so that you can handle it at the appropriate time. If you can't handle the increase now, what makes you think you can handle the increase responsibility or in financial increase if you can't handle or accept what you have now? I got nothing but love for the children of Yashar'el and those who want the Messiah and the Most High, who's willing to make that sacrifice to come back to the ways of truth and walk in it, stand on it. Put your life on walking in truth. Shalom.